You're about to listen to the award-winning Stuart Tedesco Show. This show is for biologically and emotionally mature audiences. If you should not be here, please go away. We'll still be here when you're mature enough to partake. Mwah!
Brave doing this fucking show.
I know.
That's how brave I am.
We are brave.
All right, I hit record.
Okay.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
I'm brave.
You are. Dave is brave.
Dave is brave.
Melissa, maybe not brave.
You're brave. Yeah, you're probably brave.
I'm probably.
You know
maybe
why?
Some ways.
You know I am brave, right? Mm-hmm. Right. So you're brave, right?
I guess.
Okay. See.
Some things.
Right. No. Well, this thing.
Yeah. Oh, is that for? Did you get a COVID booster or something?
I got my COVID booster a few weeks ago. Today I got my flu shot.
Oh, okay. I haven't done my flu shot
They
yet.
have the little. They have the little like. At least at the CVS I go to, they have the little kiosk thing.
Is it the CVS near us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They have the little kiosk there, and I will go in, and they always have all these stickers on the table that make me so happy. They're the dumbest things, and the guy must think I'm an idiot because my eyes light up at these stickers, and I grab the I Am Brave sticker, and I'm wearing this all day because I got a flu shot.
I mean, if they're not, I mean, who are they? I mean,
oh no, they don't care. No, I'm just saying. I'm just explaining my sticker.
Yeah,
That's all.
I like it. It's a good sticker.
Yeah.
Is that a whale? Is a whale brave? Is it a whale with a party hat?
I think something.
Or is it a narwhal?
It's something in the sea. Yeah,
it's a sea. It's a sea.
It's something.
Persuasion.
Some brave sea creature. So I'm Dave.
And I'm Melissa. I think we kind of said that. Sort of.
I recorded, yeah. And you're listening to the Stuart Tedesco Show.
You are.
As if you didn't know.
Yep, you're here. You're listening.
Yep. So I had my flu shot today, and so that means I'm
How
probably.
How you feeling?
I'll be fine today. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna feel loogie.
I often feel a little loogie the next day.
I learned the hard way. I got my COVID booster and my final shingles.
Oh,
vaccine.
Don't do that. I heard that's bad.
No, I literally thought I was gonna.
Yeah, I know somebody else who did it. She felt the same way.
Yeah, do not do that.
Yeah, don't do shingles and.
So from now on, I just
together.
Because my vaccination place is just around the corner, kind of. So I just do one at a time, no matter what it is. Right.
Can you get COVID there? Can you get the COVID shot there? There are COVID boosters there.
Yeah, that's where I get my. That's where I get my booster. So hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. I got some weird shit to tell you about. Why don't I stay in the season? Do I have any housekeeping-y things? I don't know. It'll come.
I don't know. Did you write it down?
No, apparently not.
Okay, probably not then. We're probably perfect.
So this is new. This is kind of breaking news here. This has just been developing over the past day or so, and actually started to get put into action just before you got here.
Oh my goodness.
So, look, if those are long-time listeners of the show, or if you're a first-time listener but you've known me for a while, whatever, I don't know who that would be, Bob. Someone
else named Dave.
I don't know. So I'm not a big holiday person, and it's been a gazillion years since I've ever even thought about doing anything like holiday cards, but we've been getting them, and a couple of them, including someone who's been on the show, sent one with the little piece of paper in it that has like the yearly wrap up of what's been up with the family.
Oh yeah, I like those.
Yeah.
I mean, people who actually put those together, I feel, are probably the most organized humans on the planet.
Well, I'm about to fuck that up because
because that's amazing to me.
Because I thought I don't know what made it happen in my head. Some ideas for a really bizarre letter.
Wait, was it Jill?
No.
Was it Marcy?
No. The Jews? No, it's not the Jews.
It wouldn't be the Jews.
No, it was Rome and some other folks. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's not Jewish.
No.
Sometimes I think I'm like, no, he's not Jewish.
No, he's Italian.
He's probably Catholic.
He's
probably Catholic.
Yeah. If he's in, whatever the background. Yeah.
I know. I've never talked about religion with him. So.
Yeah. So well, it's just because you haven't had enough whiskey with him.
And that's because the Jews could have still sent stuff.
Yeah, they don't. They could. They're not legally banned, but no, they don't. None in my family.
I don't know. There's Hanukkah cards exist. I have seen them. I have some.
Okay, well, they don't. My family, I'm talking about. Anyway, so
I'm bringing you a Hanukkah card.
So
just 'cause you said
whatever.
Great.
So you might as well wait on that because just some weird ideas popped into my head, and I ran it by my wife first, and she's okay with it, and so I started writing our family letter. Right, because I wrote it. So if you're a longtime listener or you just know me, this is not going to be the usual holiday letter you get. Let me put it to you this way, and I'm
Are you
almost.
going to pretty much lie the entire time?
That's where I'm going.
Okay, because that's what I would do too.
No, there are truths
Some truths.
in everything that is said about everybody in this letter, and I think the not truths are pretty obvious, but you can get pieces of truth out of all of the things. There's just one more. Literally, it's the last line I don't have done that I'm stuck on. So
it's like you can say that Julia moved, but then you could say something.
oh, I got this
ridiculous about
covered,
it.
dude. That
Right,
part's
right.
all covered.
Oh,
So
awesome.
yeah, no, this is gonna be good.
Awesome.
So and the pictures that go with it are really good. Thank you, internet.
Wait, am I going to get one?
Oh, of course.
Oh, good.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I will be so bummed if I don't
Oh,
get
no,
this.
no, yeah, don't.
I mean, even though we see each other every week, but still.
No, of course. And there's going to be people who are getting this thing who don't even who like seriously don't celebrate holidays. I don't do it because I'm a grumpy old man, but there's like folks we know that like their religion says don't celebrate.
Oh,
And they're-
you're
fuck
still
it.
going to do it?
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, come on, it's cheese. He won't care.
I know,
He'll
I
think the
know.
letter's funny.
Oh, no, I know. I just, yeah, I'm really,
No, I'm not doing it to anybody else.
right.
No,
It's
no.
like a friend of
It's
mine.
cheese.
Okay, so
It's
like
just
one of my
cheese.
friends who is in the same religion as Cheese. It came on. It came up on Facebook that it was her birthday, and I know they don't
yeah.
celebrate birthdays, so I didn't say happy birthday to her. I just sent her a message like, "Hi, I'm glad you live. I'm glad you're alive," or something like that. Love, Melissa. It was like that. Like I wasn't gonna wish you happy birthday. I know you don't celebrate birthdays. I'm just gonna tell you I'm really glad you're alive.
So with cheese, and I don't even do it that much anymore. It's like it's a lot of times I can't even forget what day. Well, it's just mostly my problem with I don't even know what day it is. It's just me remembering what the date is. But there's been times I just go, hey man, on that day, just saying happy birthday. I know it's not a big deal. I mean, he just goes, okay, that's all.
right.
It's not. He doesn't get mad about it. It's the best of my knowledge.
Well, this person I'm speaking of specifically, we've actually had in-depth talks because I don't know much about that religion, and I didn't. So
He and I
she
had
was
to-
really great about
Yeah.
about. I mean, you know me, I love asking questions about religions and cultures and stuff that I don't know shit about.
Yeah, we've had
So-
some interesting drunk conversations.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. Yeah, so I
After
asked.
we get done talking about the porn bar we're going to open up.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if that religion would be okay with that.
No, I know.
They wouldn't be.
Well, let me put it this way. It's an interesting conversation. I want to make sure how I say this. Because I'm not saying this to be funny or disparaging in any way. I think I'm just saying this as a matter of fact kind of thing. I think he follows what the church does, but I don't even know if he's technically a member in good standing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, he goes, and I know his family. I know there's members of his family that actually go door to door. He doesn't do that. But I think technically he's not even, quote, a member of the church, but he subscribes to the things.
The
and
basics and the things
well,
and the stuff.
most of the basics.
Most of the
as
basic things.
as we go out and have beer together kind of thing. Right.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, you know, and
Anywho.
he goes out dancing.
And he does have a cocktail on occasion.
Oh, dear, that's what I'm saying. We go out for a
I
beer,
know.
yeah. Anyway, so this letter's coming. So if any of you think you might be on that list, no matter what your religious persuasion is, just know you're fucking getting it. Trust me. I haven't written it down. I've already mentally made the list. So if you're listening to this, yeah, you're fucking getting it, bro. You know who you are. All right. So, I'm sorry.
I actually just mailed out all my most
Did
of my
you?
Christmas cards. I did have I put a thing on the Facebook if anybody wanted a
Yes, you
card just to
did.
let me know, because even if you don't send me a card, I don't care. I like buying cards. I like sending them out. I really do. It gives me joy. It's a little thing that gives me joy. So, and you know, I mean, true stamps are expensive and all that, but when you think about like everything in the world, like on the grand scheme of what something costs, like you're only looking at like a few bucks each card. So like a few bucks for each card, including the stamp.
I mean,
just
it's
to let
little-
somebody know.
It's a little late, but they have holiday cards in there. I'm talking about the Syracuse. Can I see the cover?
Yeah,
So I can
here you
get
go.
just so I can get the name right. Syracuse Cultural Workers, and that's online. Check them out. They do some really good.
And they are actually in Syracuse, New York.
Yeah, no,
So,
I buy
made me
stuff from
happy.
there every year. Not necessarily holiday stuff, but I do buy from them regularly.
Tools
So,
for Justice and Liberation since 1982.
calendars,
That's a
T-shirts,
long
stickers, buttons.
That is when
books.
my husband was born in
So,
1982.
Yeah, they're really cool. So you should check them out.
Yeah, I should look at the calendars. I still haven't bought a calendar. I really should look at the calendars.
Let's see. Well, okay. Again, I only do this. I keep saying I'm not going to do this, and yet I do it every week. But only because I have things. When things I think are interesting / funny, I do bring it. So I'm not here to give you a medical update on me every show.
Can though.
No, well, yeah, it's just not really part of the show. But again, I am only doing this because a couple of interesting kind of things and one of them specifically, I can totally connect to the show, to a show from, I don't think it was last show. I think it was the one before. So I, in my thing to figure out what the hell's going on with my aging body, I had to have an MRI done. Okay. Which is fine. So far I've had a CT scan, a PET scan, blood work, and now an MRI. And if this doesn't give us a solid conclusion, then comes the one I really am not in the mood for, and that would be a bone biopsy. But
I haven't said there's a biopsy involved, isn't there?
Yeah. But I'm hoping this will solidify what the hell's going on. So anyway, I go for this is just yesterday. That's why we're doing the show on Saturday and not Friday, because like at 3:00 in the afternoon, I have this fucking MRI. So I go, and both techs, the initial tech who did the IV kind of thing, and then the tech who did all the main MRI stuff, both of them were named Kevin. And it made me think, okay, is karma coming back from 2 shows ago where we were talking about the video where Kevin's a cunt, right? I'm like, is this the universe trying to tell me something? I better be good to these guys because, you know.
Don't want them to be cunts.
And they were good. I mean,
they weren't cunty at all.
First Kevin, you can't even tell where my IVs were. This one, I still have a bruise from a week ago.
So Kevin killed it with the IV?
Yeah, Kevin was like probably the best needle in my arm I've ever had in terms of, after thing. You could barely tell I had anything. So that was cool. And then the other weird thing, and I'm going to tell you this story, and you're going to be like, okay, that's weird, but why are you telling this? But again, this story is for a specific listener out there that might find this a little bit more funny and interesting than anybody else on the planet. So I've been to this place where I had the MRI. This is twice now in this ordeal. The first was for the CT scan, and the second was for the MRI. And different rooms within their complex, their organization, whatever you want to call it. But it was the same kind of layout where I go into this little room where there's, the gown or whatever waiting for me and all that shit. And I take off the clothes I got to take off, and I put them in this locker with a lock that they have. And the weird thing is about the locker. I'm going to talk about lockers now. So they want me to put all my clothes. I'm only supposed to wear my underwear, right? That's it. Not even socks. I even got the little nubby socks on, right?
Hospital socks.
So all the clothes, including it's December. I have a winter jacket. All of this stuff has to go in this locker. And in the locker is one hook. One hook. Now, as someone who has literally put together hundreds of these lockers before, a job I had in college, I have never seen a locker with one fucking hook on it.
It's kind of useless, especially you figure like somebody's got a coat and a bag.
Or even if you don't have that. Even if it's summertime and you don't have a bag.
You still might want to hang your pants or something on
Pants,
it.
shirt.
Shirt, something else on there. Yeah, that's annoying.
At least one of my socks, right? Okay. Anyway, I just thought, so I saw this for the first time and I was like, I should tell somebody about this. And then I just, why would I remember that? But now I went Friday and I went to a different room, different thing in this, and it was the same kind of locker with one hook. And I'm like, damn it, I'm talking about this. I'm blowing the lid off this. This is an expose. Fucking one hook locker.
one hook lockers.
Yep. Next on Inside Edition. Boom. Lockers with one hook. It's true.
It's true. Scandal.
The National Midnight Star. So I just thought I'd share that. So
you didn't tell them though.
No, I didn't tell them. I'm telling.
I think you should have said.
I'm telling the locker professionals who listen to this show. the former locker professionals who listen to the show, who may now be attorneys at law.
I figured it was probably that.
Yeah.
He was also a locker professional.
Oh, he was the locker professional.
Oh, yeah.
He was my supervisor. What? That's fine. Okay, I didn't think that was. All right.
This is funny.
I didn't realize that was so funny, but okay, yeah.
A supervisor for your for putting together lockers.
Well, it sort of. It. I'm saying it in a mildly funny way.
GLB, you're hilarious.
No. Okay. All right. Well, we're not going to get deep into this, okay? All right.
Funny.
Okay.
It's funny. I'm just imagining him. I'm just imagining GLB like standing there. Like,
No, he was working too, but really, when anybody higher up had to talk to us college kids, they went to him. He was
technically above.
He was
you.
totally. He was the man. He was the locker man. No, I am not saying this in a disparaging way. I really, I'm being serious. As serious as I can be talking about a college job from 48 years ago, but whatever. Yes, we were both 10 when we were in college.
You're real smart.
Yeah, we're smart, all right. All right, so I can knock that off the list. All right, I got two other odd things that we don't usually. Well, one of them actually.
I just realized, I'm like, I don't even know what you know how usually I'm like, what am I going to talk about? I don't even fucking know what I'm
shall
talking
I just run through then, my thing?
Well, we'll just, yeah, I mean, I'm sure I got something.
All right. So this probably, depending on where you go for your news and what you pay attention to, this made national headlines, and it's kind of local, semi-local. But believe it or not, I'm pointing this out not out of outrage. I think it's funny. Now, hang on now, because I'm going to tell you what it's about. When I say it's funny, I don't mean the event that it refers to is funny. That's not what I'm saying. But the use of the event is funny. I know, I'm being very cryptic, so let me just get to it.
Let's get to the story.
We're going to talk about sports ball.
Okay.
We very rarely talk about sports ball here.
Yeah, we don't much because we're not really into the. Well, neither one of us are into the current sports ball.
Right, and I do like listen.
You like the baseball.
Yeah, relatively, but I don't really follow it anymore. And I don't really. I do listen to sports ball radio as like a white noise kind of thing because just about every other kind of radio just annoys the piss out of me. So it's like, okay, blah blah blah. It's sports ball. Right. It's and I've been on the record saying it's when they stop talking about sports ball and talk about any other thing. Sports ball people are fucking idiots. I don't want to hear about what they think about sex. I don't care what they think about movies. I don't care what they think about politics because they're all fucking idiots. Just talk to me
about the sports ball. That's all I want to hear.
I want to hear about grunting men or women kicking balls.
Cooking things.
That's it. That's all I want to hear about from you.
Throwing and kicking things.
I literally go turn the channel as soon as
Once
they
start talking about
anything but sports
like
ball.
their kids or something, like, nope, don't want to hear of it.
Kids, but even then, they sometimes they act like assholes.
I don't want to hear you talk about your kids.
Right.
I want to hear sports ball things. That's why I'm here.
Just it's a white noise kind of thing. So anyway,
got it.
With that, I tend to. I'm not calling myself a fan, but I know more about a semi-local sports ball team, the Buffalo Bills, American football.
We can't avoid it.
Right, you can't avoid it. So I'm not going, woo, Bills, but I'm like, I hear so much about it. I know who most of the players are. And I the thing about sports ball I am still interested in is the like general manager part. Budgets and trades and contracts. For some reason I think that's kind of political to me. And I think that is a good Venn diagram there for me. So I do like to, why would you trade somebody into kind of a fantasy baseball, football kind of thing.
So that in general, that whole thing just is
it's interesting, but I don't go looking for it.
Right.
So over the past week, something that came up on the Sports Ball Radio was about the Buffalo Bills, and so maybe you read about this because it made national news. So this story came out that was from a reporter who's put it online, and I know anybody can do shit online. Well, I'm a perfect example of that. But from what I hear on the Sports Ball Radio, this guy's trusted. Right? He's not just some clown saying whatever, like, "Oh, you suck, man." Not like that. Well, he maybe does that too, but anyway, he
seems legit.
People are saying
him.
Legit, right?
Legit.
And
you're talking about the writer, the sports ball writer,
and he had all these sources that said back in 2019, the current coach of the Buffalo Bills sports ball team was trying to motivate his players, and he used a story about 9/11.
Yeah. I know about.
Okay.
Of course, you know. I mean, I know about it because of my husband.
Yeah. So if you don't know about this story, you're going, okay, 9/11, but trying to link it to sports ball, a little oogie, but okay, I see where he's going. Oh,
but wait.
But it's not what you think because
But wait.
because he wasn't talking about like the first responders or anything like that. He actually used teamwork. I'll put the air quotes on teamwork. He might have used this word, the teamwork of the actual perpetrators. That's not the word.
Terrorists.
Terrorists. What do you call it?
Yeah,
Whatever.
the people who actually.
The people who did the 9/11.
Perpetrators, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-huh.
The teamwork of them working together to do this stuff. And so that is a great example of how the bill should work together. Yeah. That, to me, is funny. That is someone so fucking clueless. That's not even... All right, let me go back to a personal story. Not about 9/11. I'm really... It's not my goal to get into talking about 9/11. We can if you want, but it's not my goal. That's not where I'm going. So back when I was in high school and played the sports ball, and I did play American football.
What position did you play?
Most of the time I was offensive line. I did dabble a little bit in defense, but due to me not, honestly, there was a few reasons why it didn't really go very far, but the overall reason, I'm just not that aggressive enough.
Yeah, no, I know. No, I have other other friends in my life who also kind of the same thing. Like, I'm just not that aggressive.
So playing like
I like the sport, but I don't know.
Sandlot football,
Yeah.
Like at the park or whatever.
Yeah.
I would tackle people. I had no problems or running people over if I had the ball or something. Whatever. You're with friends. I'm not trying to hurt anybody, but I'll fucking run you over. But
I used to play football with them. Yeah.
But the day-to-day aggressiveness to play defense on an organized team at whatever level, I tried it. I worked at it. And then the one time I was actually going to do it my senior year right before I got hurt, and by the time I came back, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I literally lasted like 4 plays, and they took me out, and I never played defense again. It was pretty funny. Whatever, it's fine. But I think I was a moderately adequate offensive lineman for where we were. Anyway, so before games, like linemen being relatively aggressive, offense or defense, they did that stereotypical getting all riled up. They and hit each other, and some of them with their helmets on would hit lockers with their heads and shit.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't me.
I'm just not.
I'm there thinking about my assignments, actually thinking about everybody's assignments and shit. But I was that dude. I knew everybody's assignments, and they'd ask me that shit, right? So that was fine. But like, I get the mentality of trying to, even at the pro level, trying to motivate these guys, and you want to give that rousing speech.
Right, you want to give them something to really think about it.
And it's that, like you did, ooh, and testosterone and all that shit, but really,
what
bro.
What made him think that was all right, though?
Well, if I didn't, to read the whole article, you had to subscribe to this guy's Substack, which, I'm good. I get enough emails and I don't need to subscribe to the sports writer's Substack. But the part of that I was able to read for free, apparently he's got a history of just giving really fucking awkward speeches to motivate the players.
I didn't know that. Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
There was one he gave. This is funny too. It's not funny the story, but the fact that he used it. He tried to use to motivate players. Some woman, for whatever reason, in Buffalo, New York, is near Niagara Falls. And some woman, for whatever reason, took her car and drove off the road into whichever river that feeds into Niagara Falls. And the only reason her and her car didn't fucking go over the falls, they got lodged on some rocks. So, but by the time they went over and got her, she was dead. So he's telling this story about this woman, and all the players are on the edges of their seat. Like, where is the story going? What's he getting to? What's the point of this? And the end of the story was, and when they got to her, she was dead. And that was it. That's how he ended the story. And literally, the players had no idea what the fuck he was talking. They had no idea why he told the story. The reporter, again, who had multiple sources to confirm this, said one dude on the team actually fell off his stool. He was laughing because the story had no point whatsoever.
That's really weird.
So this dude is just like he relatively knows his football.
Right.
And that's even arguable because
Yeah.
people are starting to call for him to be fired, not about
Right.
the speech
No,
stuff,
they
but-
were already doing that.
Yeah, but
they
we're
were
not,
already doing
again,
that.
we're not
This
getting
isn't
into the
helping
sports
him,
ball.
though.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like no one's really doubting that he has the team's best interests at heart, that everyone plays hard for him. Nobody doubts that at all.
I'm sure.
But this thing coming up, well, no, there's some coaches that players give up on. And so even to today, the players have not given up on this coach. But now we're finding out he's got a history of these fucking weird ass allegedly motivational speeches in the locker room.
That's really kind of messed up, though. This is my reason I think the reason I think it's really messed up is because I really think that could actually make a player like really be like kind of feel a little awkward before they even go out on the field.
Yeah.
Like you really do want to be in a specific mindset for that. I'm trying to think of like anything else. I've never really done that, but I have like been in like plays and musicals and I've performed in front of people. So you still want to be in a specific mindset when you go out there.
Makes sense.
And if somebody said
Teaching,
something,
go to teach. It's a mini
I suppose
performance.
anything. Yeah, any performances is somebody right before you go do your thing says something to you that messes with your mindset, like. Legit, that could make them lose a game because he just was like he did that and the players are like, I don't, and then you're just like, I don't. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
let's go play.
I don't feel like. Well, okay. Now I don't. If it said
be
it,
weird.
if it said it in the story, at least the part I read, or not, I don't remember. Okay. I don't remember if it said when this speech was given. Was it just before a game, before they run out on the field? Whoa, I don't know. I don't remember, or if it was like at a practice. I don't. Either way, it's fucking weird, and this guy just seems to not get it for whatever reason. It's just bizarre. I just think it's. I think it's funny.
It sounds like somebody who's just not. Something ain't quite.
Something's not there.
Quite,
yeah,
quite.
Something's
quite
not
there.
clicking. There's a
there's something not
synapse there that's just a little.
And like maybe he's really awesome at doing other coach things. I don't know.
Well, he
but-
seems to be very good. Okay, now I'm getting into sports ball. He seems to be a good defensive coordinator, a head coach. He just.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just not loving him as
he
a head
gets
coach.
bad teams to a certain level, and he can't seem to get over a certain hump. So he has value as a coach. He's not like completely useless as some names I could say out there. But again, I'm not trying to get into sports ball a lot here. But yeah, this thing is like bizarre. Really odd. This is a brain thing to me. It's like, what the fuck's with you, bro?
I know, I'm trying to I've said I definitely have had moments, and I'm pretty sure this just goes with me having ADHD and being like a little on the spectrum, that sometimes I say things that I know are kind of a little off, and then I'll know, I don't do it as much now. I did it way more when I was a kid, but I sometimes will say something and I'll know, sometimes I'll even know after I said it, I was like, that was weird. And then other times, and then I have had people say something to me before, at jobs.
So the pre
So maybe I don't know. Maybe he's a little bit autistic.
something. The stuff we don't do live here on the show, like the comedy stuff, the bits we do, tend to be more in as fake commercials. But I could totally write a fake Sean McDermott speech. That would be, yeah. I could do that, but I wouldn't know what to do with it. So
I think you should do it though.
yeah, but I don't know what to do. What would I do with it? Just play it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe.
Maybe it'll get. Oh, dude, because we live here, maybe it'll go viral.
That's what I want.
Yeah, we do want it to go viral.
My free cheap teacher pen just ran out of ink. So pardon me.
Well, it was free and cheap. That's what.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take a note. So what's happening is very soon.
So what's going on with this now? Do we know anything more from this? I just found out about this last night.
Oh, okay, yeah. No,
Yeah.
it came out during this week.
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
was hanging out with Sabra
It doesn't
and
seem
Dan
to
last
be-
night, and the three of us were talking about it. and Sabra knew about it, and she
Yeah,
assumed
okay.
Dan did, and I actually didn't know about
yeah.
it, so I got all the info from them last night.
I assume that, well, he hasn't been fired for it, and it seems like, and from
I don't
what,
know if that's a firing.
No, I'm just
offense. I
saying-
think that's more of like we
I'm
need
just
to
saying.
chat with you about some of the things you say.
and he really seems to be connected to the owner of the team, so it's not going to be a thing. I mean, a lot of local people are saying he's not even going to get fired for the weird shit, just performance-wise, so that he's going to be back next year. So no, I don't know what's happening
I
with
don't
it.
think. Yeah, I
it's
mean,
probably just going to fade
I'm sure
away.
some people might think that that's a fireable offense, and I mean, whatever. Everybody can have their own opinion about it.
Yeah.
And maybe if somebody talked to me about it, I wouldn't understand their opinion about it. But the way I'm looking at it is like,
I would
you just said something really awkward.
if
and
I was the
weird.
owner, I would just say, "All right, bro, let's hire someone to do the motivational speeches. Let's get Richard
Can we
Simmons
just-
in here or
yeah,
something."
can we just have somebody write your speeches for you?
Not even right, because you'll know
a
it's written.
speechwriter.
Because then you got to memorize or prompter. Or, no, just hire a professional
Hire-
motivator.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. What's the Van Down by the River guy?
Oh yeah, Chris Farley's doing it.
What was his?
guy.
Yeah,
that
He's
guy.
living in Van Down.
I was
by the
gonna
River.
say you should have. We get Anthony
Oh,
Robbins.
I hope fucking. If only Chris was around, then SNL could do something with that. That would be good.
Oh, man,
Anyway,
what a loss. What a loss.
so okay. All right, enough sports ball. We good?
Yeah, I think I
right.
need another beer after all that.
All right, well, yeah, we'll
I'm gonna
go
go-
get a
I'm
beer.
gonna go grab
and I
that.
will. So, all right, so we're gonna do something now that, yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go.
Oh no,
Yep. So, this is something that we have talked about in the past. We're
I
gonna-
worked all day. I don't know how well my brain is functioning.
No. You don't have to do any thinking. You just got it's
Oh,
for
so I don't
you.
have
It'll
to
be
think.
very passive.
Oh,
It'll
okay,
be very
cool.
passive.
I'm good at
for you.
passive.
But I'm saying, you know how they always say there's a unwritten rule, or maybe it's written somewhere. I've never seen it in writing. I know in teacher school they taught us this. You're not supposed to show anything, any video kind of thing that you haven't seen yourself first.
Makes sense.
It does, and I kind
I'm
of
sure it happens.
Oh, I
but,
do it all the time.
You know,
No, but when I know like if I know the YouTube channel ahead of time, you know, something like that, right? If it's something I have absolutely no idea about, of course I do.
right, of course.
And then I even tell the kids, you know, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't watched this myself. I tell them, here's the teacher rule that they don't say, they don't write down, and I'm going to break that rule, right? So just so you know. And I don't think I've ever had a problem with it.
there was
'cause I-
never anything that was so bad.
because I don't do anything iffy, right? So it's really, you know, so I'm kind of doing that. I didn't go too far into this, so I don't know what's on there. So I don't know how funny it'll be. It's not going to be anything inappropriate. I just don't know how funny it's going to be. All right, so we're
Okay.
going to try it out. Now, we have talked on the show many times, or mostly me, about voting and how we agree people should vote.
Yeah, we like
Yep.
voting.
Yep. And
Big fan.
neither one of us has ever said voting solves everything.
Oh no,
No, and
No,
it's
we
a,
know it doesn't.
It's a tool in the toolbox.
we know it doesn't.
Right.
I mean, it'd be great if it did, but it doesn't.
It's a tool in the toolbox, and it really pisses me off these wankers who walk around who think that they're so, you know, reading up on their Trotsky and Lenin, and they have arguments about if they're a Leninist or a Trotskyist, and they both need
I don't care.
Homie the Clown come and slap them upside the head and shit like that. So, yeah.
God, that would be so great.
Yeah,
if that
well, I
could
know.
just happen all the time.
But those fuckers, they you shouldn't vote. They both agree on this. You shouldn't vote because it doesn't matter, right? But dude, again,
it's like one of the only things you can do.
It's the-
like,
no, that's not
I mean,
true.
no, there's lots of things you can do, but it's like it's like the easiest simple thing to do.
it is.
Well,
Unless,
actually, no, not everywhere.
Well, depending on where you live and that
in
and
New
who
York
you
State,
are.
it's generally pretty easy.
But generally around the country, the majority, it's an easy thing, and this is cliche now, but it's true. If it didn't make a difference, then all these fucking elite wankers wouldn't be trying to stop people from voting, right? So
And gerrymandering wouldn't
and
exist.
right? They wouldn't give a shit.
Right.
Do whatever you want. It's not going to
matters.
matter. So it does make some kind of a difference. It's a tool in the toolbox. And this past election in November, for those in another country, we had elections in November, the beginning of November, and in this country they tended to be, unless there was a special situation, local elections. The national elections, state and national ones, will be next year. And as the whole world is hearing about our upcoming presidential elections, and I apologize for you having to
Oh
hear
my
that
gosh,
shit.
I know.
For
God, it's
that
embarrassing.
clown car. Anyway, so a local news station did this. I don't want to say which one because I hate them. But they did this thing, for better or worse. about the local district attorney election. And district attorney is the official head lawyer of a government. There's a local one for our county. There's a state, there's a state one, or I think they're called attorney general, and there's a federal one. So the district attorney, and if I got that a little mixed up, sorry about that. So anyway, the district attorney election happened in November, and there's this person who's a fucking racist who ran unopposed. And in New York State especially, there's a lot of elections that are people running unopposed.
Who ran unopposed?
Sandra Dorley.
Oh.
Dorley. Whatever.
Oh, I didn't vote for her.
Well, she was the only one running.
Well, I know, but I still didn't vote for her.
Yeah. So now for reasons let's not get into here right now because it'll distract from where we're going here. I did not vote for a single person. I wrote in every single one, even people I knew and relatively liked. I just, fuck it. I got tired of those two fucking parties, and I don't care. I just didn't vote. I did a write-in for every single one. So every election that was run in November. So this news station posted a list of all of the write-in votes for district attorney. Now, I wish they had done it for all of them. It would have been a huge document.
Oh, my goodness. That is interesting.
Yes. So I have it.
That is interesting.
I have it digitally, and I had to bring up the website here. So I going to.
Do you know who you put in?
No, not for that one, because I did there was 15 different names. I don't remember.
Right, you just had a bunch
but
of
I'll be honest with you, looking at this
Did you
list,
vote for me for anything? I know you have before.
Maybe. I don't remember.
I know I voted for you before.
Yeah. So
like in real life.
I thought I would go now. It's 15 pages. I'm not going to read every one. I'm going to read
15 pages of people of write-ins
for someone who ran unopposed. So that makes sense, right?
Wow, that's a lot though.
Yeah.
I still feel like that's a lot.
Let me turn my mic down for a second because I'm going to move my microphone because I don't have the arm. I've got the stand because whatever. If you listen to last week, I went through this shit.
You know it's a problem.
So let me just move my mic for a second. Okay. So I'll just go through some highlights. Now, this is a lot, and I'm not going to read every one, obviously. I'm just going to give you some of the ideas that you could write in. So if you don't like to vote or you hate who you're voting for, the Greens, at least in New York State, I know, when I first started getting involved in politics, they were trying to get something on our ballot called none of the above. And if none of the above, whatever, that would be in every campaign, every election. And if none of the above ever won, there'd have to be another election for that office. And obviously,
sounds like Brewster's Millions.
Yeah. Oh, was there that? Oh, that sounds familiar. Okay.
Yeah, Brewster's Millions.
Yeah.
That was actually that was the thing.
Movie.
Richard Pryor movie. He was he was running for whatever, and then he realized all of a sudden he was popular, and he's like, no, I can't have that position. So then he's like, no, vote for none of the above.
Right. So here are some write-in names, if you don't mind. I'm going to go through this. So I'm telling you this. I'm showing you this.
15 pages.
No, I'm not going to do all of them. But
crazy though.
To be funny and serious, but to show you can write in. Look, and let me tell you real quick. This is why this makes a difference. Trust me, as someone who has done this work before, you look at the numbers of people who voted. You can't tell who voted for whom, but you can tell how many people wrote in votes. And you can tell who did. So if the number of write-in votes keeps going up, it tells the corporate parties people are starting to get fed up with the crap the crap people were running. So it does send a message. Now, if you want to do that lesser of two evils thing, well, then go ahead and look at what's happening in the Middle East. And that's all I'll say about that for right now. All right. So if you're ready, this is in alphabetical order as the list goes. So let's take a look. There's some names. Obviously, I have no idea you won't know who some of these people are. The first one right on the top, there was one vote for ACAB includes DAs. ACAB meaning all cops are bastards. A dead raccoon got 2 votes. How did 2 votes?
Raccoon got 2 votes?
Yep.
Damn.
Just ahead of a ham sandwich and ahead of cabbage, each getting 1. ACAB got 2 votes. ACAB means the DA got 1. This is for local folks. Adam McFadden got 1. I'm sure that's being sarcastic. From what I hear, he's still in jail. Still in prison.
Oh, really?
I believe so. Yeah. Did you know he went to prison?
No, I didn't know
yes,
that.
he did.
Oh, yeah. I used to see him in Park Lea.
He was a local politician. Ally McBeal got a vote.
Ally McBeal. Oh
who's
my
a lawyer
gosh.
with
that's
on
funny.
TV.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. It's clever. I like it.
Andy Griffith got one.
Fab.
Ani DeFranco got one.
Well, I mean, Ani for everything, really.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Let me go to page 2 here. And then any damn candidate, but they didn't write anybody. They didn't run anybody. So
Yeah.
there. Anyone besides Sandra Dorley. Okay. Anyone but Dorley. Anyone but her. Anyone but Sandra Dorley. Anyone but them. Well, at least they went gender neutral on that. Anyone else? Well, Ariana Grande. just got Atticus Finch. Nice touch.
Oh, I like that one. That was a good one.
I don't know who Baba the cat is, but they got Baba the cat.
I don't know that. Maybe it's somebody else's personal cat.
Barack Obama got 3. He's a war criminal. Barney Rubble got a vote.
Barney Rubble.
Batman got 2. Okay, this is actually blacked out. Ben something, and it's crossed out, and I'm looking if it's alphabetically. It may actually be Bend Over.
That's what I'm thinking is Bend Over.
Why would they black that out?
Because because we know what that really means, maybe?
I could be bend over and pick up my keys. Elections. All right, whatever. Fuck off. Bernie Sanders got 6. Big Bird is better. Got 1.
I like Big Bird.
Bill Clinton got 2. Fuck him. He's a child molester, right? Fuck.
Do we know that for a fact?
We know he hung around Epstein.
Right. I mean, I assume there's probably some nefarious.
I bet it wasn't for the mixed nuts. I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Yeah, probably not.
Bob the Builder got 1.
All right, I'm down with Bob the Builder. He can fix it.
All right. Really? Wow, that's knowledgeable. Ooh, Bugs Bunny. It was a local, Brian Hetherington. He's retired now, but a local lawyer, human rights lawyer, awesome dude. I actually know Brian, but someone who puts Brian Hetherington down is like in the know with local.
They know
politics.
people.
Bugs Bunny, Bullwinkle. It just says Bush. That could go a few ways.
Really?
The band, the president, or
the Bush,
or
the best kind of Bush.
Yeah, right. The good Bush.
The good Bush.
Ceasefire Gaza's in there. Ceasefire. Okay, there's some Gaza stuff in there. I'm trying to look. These are all some local. Nate, Chris Thompson got 1. Local.
Aw, Chris Thompson got 1. That's nice.
Yep.
Is he a lawyer? I don't think he's a lawyer.
Dee Ponder got 1. Local,
Dee
but
is
now
a lawyer.
is national.
She is. I don't know if she still is technically, but
Well, she's licensed.
I mean, she's still licensed. Do you have
She's
to
not-
do things to keep your license when you're a lawyer?
I would assume. Our show lawyer, you can chime in on that.
Tell us, yeah. That's why I was wondering, if she was still
Two different spellings of some. Well, the first person to put Daffy Duck doesn't know how to spell Daffy, but Daffy got 2 different votes from 2 different spellings. There's another. Oh, that's a dummy. They spelled Daniel Ponder. There's the right spelling of Daniel Ponder. Darth Vader got 1.
So Danielle / D Ponder got 3 votes.
Something like that. Yeah,
All right,
somewhere
cool.
in there. It's another thing that starts with a D, totally blanked out, but it's D-E something. Totally blanked out. I don't know.
I'm like, it's Dick, but no, not
No,
Dick.
that's not. We're not at DI yet, so no.
Huh.
We have democracy was voted for.
I was like, maybe it was democracy.
Do better. Dog. Just
is it
dog.
D-O-G or D-A-W-G?
No, D-O-G.
Oh, okay.
Dog.
D-O-G-G.
Donald Duck. Dorley doesn't prosecute cop killers, and then something else was written in after that was blanked out. That's true. Dr. Doolittle. Earl Warren. Wow. An old person wrote Earl Warren in. Easter Bunny.
Who's Earl Warren?
Former Supreme Court judge. No
Okay.
longer with us.
Okay.
Your buddy Elaine Spall got a vote. Elmer Fudd. Elmo. Spelled it wrong, but Emily Good got 2 votes.
Didn't she run for?
She ran for sheriff.
Sheriff, that's right.
Frank Zappa got a vote. Fred Flintstone. Frederick Douglass. Free Palestine got 47 votes.
Wow.
That's a coordinated effort.
I bet you're right.
But that's fine. Whatever.
I mean, that's cool though. People got together and it made a thing. That's
One
cool.
vote for Free Palestine with an exclamation point after it. And then someone who thought they were writing Free Palestine probably, but wrote Free Philistine. Dumbass.
Oh, they're probably really
Blank
nice though.
Sandra and blank Sandra Dorley, and they were both blacked out, and it's in the after FR, so it's probably fuck Sandra Dorley.
Yeah.
Gandalf the Grey, bless you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Gandalf for
George
everything, really.
Mitris. How do I know that name? Wow. I might mispronounce his name. G.G. Allen.
Ah, Gigi Allen. That's
Yep.
hilarious.
Yep. Ham sandwich. There's
Ham sandwich.
Ham sandwich.
I mean, if you like ham sandwiches,
Hamilton Burger. I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
Harambe, whatever you pronounce it.
Harambe.
Yeah.
Aw.
Harry Styles. Sha-la-la-la. Hillary Clinton got 3. Blah, blah. Hindi
got
God
3?
Krishna. Homer Simpson. Howard Rowland. Oh,
Homer
old-
Simpson? Did
old
he only get
Republican.
1?
Yep.
Oh, disappointed.
Jack Elliott got 2. That's funny.
But he was already on there.
Yeah, I know. They wrote him in for a different office.
Okay.
I
mean, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. Doop-a-doo. Some other people who were running
I mean, as long as you have,
locally.
could you do that job as long as you have your law degree? I mean, is that basically all
I don't
you
know what
gotta have?
I don't know what the thing is.
I mean,
don't-
you just have to have your degree to do that
maybe
job.
you don't. I don't know. It's running for office. I don't know. I'm not running for DA. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, I would
No, I
assume
mean, as a
you at least to
protest.
be you at least have to have your law degree. I would assume.
Janet Jones, the model.
I don't know. Who
Okay,
that
I
is.
don't know if that's what they meant.
don't know.
Oh God, Jeff Dunham, whatever. Jesus got
Jesus,
2.
2?
Jesus Christ got 2. Mm-hmm. So unless there's a different Jesus they were talking
be
about.
Jesus.
Yeah, could be. Jimi Hendrix, spelled Jimmy wrong. Dumbass. Joe Biden got 2. Joe Walsh got 1.
Joe Walsh
Why
got
not?
one. That's
John
amazing.
Doe got 1. Blah, blah.
No more good ones.
Josh Allen. I'm on the Jays. Oh, wait, hold on. We're on the Jays.
Josh Allen.
Someone just named Jules.
Just Jules.
Jules. My
Jules.
buddy Jill. My buddy Jules.
Jules, I bet you would have been great.
Interesting. Someone got Kaylin Rich got a vote. Local thing. Kermit the Frog got a vote. La di da Kodos. Kodos.
Kudos. Kudos.
I got nothing.
Kudos.
Lane Phillips, is that a famous person? Because it's spelled 2 different ways. So,
I have no idea. I don't know.
just wondering.
Nope, don't know.
LeBron James, Leaf Suck Up.
I don't know who that is.
I think it's a joke name. Linda Kingsley looks familiar, but I don't know if that's a local thing. Lisa Simpson got 1.
Lisa Simpson makes sense.
Lizard People got 1. Lobster got 1.
Just lobster.
Just lobster. Someone was hungry. Okay, Lovely Warren got 3. Fuck off.
Really?
Yeah, whatever.
God, she was the worst. Well, not the worst. I mean, sure, somebody else was
Mark.
worse. Just someone named
Just
Mark.
well, actually, Mark ... I don't know what that is. Okay, Mark.
That's really
Tom.
funny. Tom.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not even saying one out loud.
No, really? You're not going to say it?
Yeah. That's not even funny. It's
Ah,
just like, well,
no, we don't want to say it out loud. No, whatever.
I know that guy. Again,
it you?
local. No, I'm not on here. We've passed by the D's, so
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
right.
make it. No, Mick Jagger. Oh God, really? All right, fine. If you must, Mickey Mouse got 23.
I'm not surprised, though.
Yeah, okay.
I would guess Winnie the Pooh might get some, too.
Well, we'll get there.
We'll
Minnie
get there.
Mouse
We're not
got,
there yet.
Minnie Mouse spelled in 2 different ways. Got 1 and 3, 2 different ways. My cat, myself got 1. NA got 2. NA with the slash got 2. NA with no slash got 4. Naomi Campbell, never GOP got 2. Okay, so
What?
when I do know, it's no, wouldn't make a like a no NO got 5. No Choice got 2. No Confidence got 5. No 1 3. No Republican. No Repubs got 1 each. No Thank You got 1. No Trump blacked out.
No Trump. Fuck.
God.
No Trump fuckers.
Could have been, if I may be mildly inappropriate, actually, I'm going to use this word. It's supposed to be an insult, but I look at it as a good thing. No Trump whores. I'm like positive. I'm pro horror.
I'm gonna say fuckers.
Okay, that's fine. Could be.
Yeah. Which can be pro too.
No
but whatever.
vote got 1. None got 8. None of the above. Capitalized and not capitalized. 1 got 2. The other got 5. Not a conservative one. Not Dorley. Not Sandra. Not Sandra Dorley. Spelled wrong. Got 2. NOTA for none of the above got 2. Obama got 1. Oliver, spelled Wendell wrong. Oliver Wendell Holmes. Oppenheimer got 1. Oprah Winfrey. Oscar the Grouch. Pale with 3. I wonder if pale's another way of them taking the word out they're not supposed to say. But it just says P-A-L-E. All right. I don't know if this is a real name, but this person got 8 votes. Perry Duckles. I don't know if that's a real name or real. Peter Griffin got 1. Pinkalicious got 1. I don't know what PPOR means, but they got 1.
But they got it.
I don't know what this is. Racky, R-A-C-K-Y, Racky Garbage.
How many did they get?
Just 1. Just 1. Again, I don't know if this is a real name. Randy Ringo. I don't think I got a vote there. Richard Pryor got 1. Hey, another Richard Pryor.
Yay!
Okay.
No, Richard Simmons?
Haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, no, I hadn't. Yes, I did. Nope, he did not. Sorry. There's always next year. Rocky Raccoon. Nice.
Good one.
Yep. Ron Paul. Whatever, bro. Good luck. Ronald Reagan got 2.
He did.
Rufus Dottie? Okay. Salad.
Salad.
It's small s too. Salad.
I like salad.
God. Someone who watches too much cable TV. Sam Waterston. The guy who plays the DA on Law and Order. Santa got 1. Santa Claus got 2. Satan got 1.
Only 1.
Only 1. Scribble got 2. Oh, let's see. Ooh, interesting. That's a local thing, but yeah, interesting.
What?
They're all totally misspelling it. The person who is like involved in that police accountability board fiasco from last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. La la la. So I stand corrected. It was just spelled differently. Simpson, comma Homer, got 1.
Yay!
Sneezy got 1. Snoopy got 2. Oh, gosh.
Snoopy only got 2.
Society 4.0 got 1. I don't know. Someone else got 3. Our friend Stanley Martin got 1. Boo. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is me. 1 vote for district attorney went to Stuart Badasso.
Oh, yay.
Actually, you know what? This might not be me because it's spelled wrong. I don't think, unless they couldn't read my writing. So either I did it or somebody else did it and misspelled Badasso.
No, it's like if I had done it, I know how to spell it, so I wouldn't have misspelled it either.
There's 2 D's. There's no 2 D's in Badasso. But then, whatever. It's there. Maybe they just misread my writing. Taylor Swift got 3. Bam, bam. That tool got 3.
Which tool?
Todd Baxter, local.
Oh, that guy.
That guy. Truth Matters got 1. Vacant got 1. Vermin Supreme got 1. All right, fine. Okay. This is good. I don't think it's as good as salad, but
why is salad so funny?
I don't. It just is.
It just is.
But watermelon.
That is funny.
Got 1. Yeah.
Also delicious. Way better.
Okay, this has to be a made-up name. I can't totally guarantee it, but Wembley J. Meownix.
Oh, that's got. You know, I bet that's a cat's name.
But it got 2 votes, so it had been 2 people going to vote at the same time.
Yeah. I bet that's somebody's cat.
Very nice. William Claus.
Yeah.
Got 1. Nice job. Willy Wonka got 1. Woodstock the bird got 1.
I was wondering if Woodstock got 1. Yeah.
X, just the letter X, got 2. Nice hutch. Yikes got 1. Yoda got 1. Yogi Bear got 1. And your best friend, Zany Blunts, got 1.
Zany Blunts.
Zany Blunts.
Who's Zany Blunts? I don't know.
Zany Blunts.
But, I mean, I would probably like somebody named Zany Blunts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Even though I
I'm
don't
sure it's a
smoke the
made
blunts,
up. Right. That's what I'm saying. So overall, there were 971 write-in votes for district attorney this year. Well, she was unopposed.
Yeah. And she's not really that well liked as far as I know. I
No.
don't understand.
No. Well,
Why didn't anybody run against her?
because the Democrats blow, especially in this town. The Democrats here are basically Republicans. They probably like her.
I know.
They probably like her.
They probably do.
So the point is, hopefully we get a little laugh, especially with salad, right? But
It's maybe my favorite one.
yeah, I
don't
know. It's just that's always it. The stupid random ones are always
like
the
the
best
funniest ones.
because it's like Tom,
Yeah.
right? And
Tom.
and few of us know the Tom reference. You know the Tom reference, right? Yeah. Okay. So it's actually these days kind of inappropriate, but it's still funny.
It's funny.
Yeah. Just go check out Bob Nelson's old college football bit. You'll
Tom. Yeah.
So
I know
just,
that whole bit is so inappropriate now.
some of it.
Well, some of it is that one, definitely the Tom
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
But it's still kind of funny though.
Yeah.
I watched it. I watched it like last year with
Yeah.
Dan. We watched a bunch of old 80s comedy things, and that was one of them. And I'm like, and I thought that at the time too. I'm like, this is really not appropriate now. I'm still kind of giggling a little. But I'm really, at the same time, I'm like, I also recognize that we don't do this anymore.
The very last thing that I had to write in, I ran out of names. And I think I remember I put a one person name in there. Not like a famous person like Cher or something. I
Like
did
Tom.
like Tom. I'm wondering if it was Tom. I just don't remember.
I love that. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Well, now that you see, when I don't want to vote for somebody, I don't even do any. I just vote for the people I want to vote for, and that's it.
Well, yeah, I
Which you
understand.
can do, of course.
Yes, no,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah. I just don't vote for them.
At least here.
But that's but now that I know that somebody actually pays attention, now I do want to write
In our okay, so I think I told this story on the show before, but I don't remember. But in case I didn't, or if for people who didn't hear it when I did talk about this, so a while back when my daughter Julia was still here at home, I was getting frustrated with this, people people running with no opposition, and here in the city of Rochester for city court judge, there's never opposition. There just isn't. There's never. There's maybe primary elections, but there's no opposition, and it's just so fucking that. As much as I hate Republicans, like the Democrats in this case, not running anybody against the district attorney, they don't fucking run anybody against the city court judge, and which fine, but it still annoys me that nobody is running. So I did this thing one year, and there was actually a Facebook page for a while. I did take it down eventually. Write-in votes for my daughter, and with her name on there. I'm not going to say her full name. And there was a Facebook page, and that's all we did. And the thing was, hey, we're only doing this when there's no opposition, so we're not trying to fuck with anybody's thing. We're trying to get Julia 200 votes. Would you just do that? And the first year we did it, after it was over, I actually called the Board of Elections and I explained. I said, hey, here's what we did. We did this thing in this Facebook page. We just want to see how many she got. And they're like, yeah, if it's not, unless it matters, we don't keep track.
Aww.
Yeah, I was really right.
Oh, that's kind of a bummer.
Right. So now that was a while ago. That was like 7-8 years ago.
Okay.
Now the fact that these guys went in and found this TV station, the news station.
Which news station did it?
I'd rather not say it on the show. I just don't like them. They're just
Okay, tell me later.
Yeah, I only know about this because my wife saw it and was like, "Hey, you should see
Hey,
this."
you should check this out. You might be interested in
Yeah, and so anyway, that maybe because there's new people who run the Board of Elections here, and I know one of them. So maybe they decided that they're keeping them or something like that. I don't know if anything
I think
changed.
it's a good. I mean, I never really thought about it
I
before
promise
until
you-
today.
No, I think by law,
it's smart.
on a piece of paper somewhere. I would probably have to foil it. Freedom of information request. But I just never did.
Right.
So, Yeah, and
I just think it's a smart thing to know anyway, just to have, I mean, just what we were talking about, just to know what people are thinking.
Yeah.
Like all those people wrote
even
in,
salad.
Right. Well, you mean
Yeah,
the
yeah,
salad
yeah,
ones, that's
yeah,
just,
yeah.
that's just fucking
Right,
funny.
right.
But like all those people wrote in about what's going on in Israel and Palestine. So like that should say something. At least if nothing else, it just says that people are really concerned about it and this is something that's important to people.
So scrolling through I'm not going through names, but I'm just looking at the number of votes. So there's a couple with 15, there's a couple with in the 20s. The Palestine one, I think, was probably the most with 40.
Right. There was, that's what I'm saying. Like people
Yeah.
should, I would think that would be something. It doesn't matter what your opinion is. You
Mickey
could,
Mouse got 23. But
yeah, but
I know.
whatever. But I mean, but think something like, I mean, that many people wrote in about something about Palestine.
Right.
That just means your constituents are really care about it, and you should pay attention.
Yeah. So, and I'm showing you, I'm trying to give you an option for those who like are fed up with voting, and even if you've been voting, you're just, do it. Even if you do this, like I did, I wrote in every single one, but I showed up as voting, and my votes went into the write-in category. And when the creepy people who go and do demographics and try to do that, they're going to look at 971 write-in votes. Mm-hmm. And it's even more impactful if you're writing in when there's opposition, because that's saying you didn't like either one. And because what'll happen is, okay, so
because I've definitely not taken either one.
Right. So Sandra Dorley, Blank does it too, but write-in is a little bit more
I never
effort.
really thought
either one is they're kind of the same thing.
I like what you're. But now that you're telling me this, I'm not going to do Blank anymore. I'll write something in.
Yeah.
I'll go in. I'll have it because I know who I'm voting for anyway.
Yeah.
I just have to have some names in my head before I go in.
Right. Yeah. Well, so at least in our county, you can go on the Board of Elections website and you can actually get a PDF of your ballot ahead of time.
Yep. So you can check it all out and figure it out ahead of time.
I print it and I write in and I just fold it up and bring it with you because you can bring it with you. You're not allowed.
Right.
You have to
I ask people.
strip down your underwear.
I've asked you opinions about. I've had other friends involved with politics and I've asked their opinions about things.
So so now you got time because you shouldn't have an election coming up for a while. But it does again. Tool in the toolbox. I'm not saying it's the silver bullet. I'm not saying it solves everything. I'm saying, yes, you should register to vote. Yes, you should vote. And if you don't like anybody who you have on there, leave it blank. And so you said that you showed up and you didn't like it, because I know there's some states that they don't allow write-ins. Then just go in and vote and leave it blank.
Yeah.
Because it says you showed up and you didn't like this. Because they have a category for write-ins, but they also, when they do the stats, there's also a category for blank.
I bet there must be. I mean, I'd be interested to knowing what the blanks are too. Because that would be.
Where are we? Yeah, the book's not out yet. It's not going to be.
I would be interested to know things like that though too, because I mean, clearly I'm not the only one that does that, so I'd be interested to see how many other people do the same thing.
Being a dork like this, I was able to score the list of election results in our county going back to the 50s.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty adorable. I'm a dork.
Look at you. You're so happy right now talking about it. Like you're like your face is all lit up. Like,
I was having this was a few years. This is a while back. I was having a conversation with the Democratic head of the Board of Elections here in our county, and he's a nice guy. He doesn't kick puppies or anything, but I wouldn't appreciate his politics. But we were talking one day, and he knew who I was. He knew I was Green Man and all that jazz. And I don't remember how it came up. I think I was waiting. I think I might have asked him when the next set of election results were coming out, like all the stats. And somehow it got into like, oh, did you know that he could see I was getting excited about it. And he's like, oh, I have it on CD that I have all the election books since like 1940 something. And the look on my eyes was, you want me to send it to you?
You're like, yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, I do. I really do.
Like, I'm really excited.
And he mailed it to me. He actually took the time and made a copy and mailed it to me.
Oh, what a nice guy. I mean, maybe you don't. I mean,
no, I know. Like I said, he was a nice enough guy. He doesn't keep puppies.
You know what? Yeah. It's kind of one of those things, like, for the most part. And look, you and I are not like huge Biden fans. But even recently, he did talk about like how he used to be friends with plenty of Republican people who they had different opinions about stuff, but they were like, I know you're generally a decent person, and you're generally a decent person. We don't have the same opinion about things, but I know you're generally a decent.
Well, I would say we're different on some things, but I might just push back on the decent people.
Well, you know what I mean, but I mean, I'm just saying from what they're saying. I know.
Yeah.
I mean, what we consider anyway. But the point is that some man, it's just like there was a time where I could actually have Republican friends, and I don't really find that really possible now.
Well,
because it's not the same thing as it used to be. It's not the same type of mentality.
All right.
Back then as it is now.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut on that one.
Well, I know.
No, but what I'm saying is, so all right. Well, let me put it this way. I'm gonna make this so general, and this is not a funny way to end the show because we're over an hour. But, it was me reading off fucking Salad and Mickey Mouse and shit.
Yeah, it was funny. Though.
It was okay. Good.
I mean, I
hope people appreciate it.
Oh, sorry guys, but I was highly amused by that.
But so okay, I'm totally generalizing. But if you really start looking at the history, our country's history, that's not in textbooks, that's not in corporate media, and
we suck.
Well, yeah, no, not only do we suck, but the people. I mean, the low-hanging fruit of this one is the quote, and I always put these in quotes now, the founding fathers. They were fucking assholes. Mm-hmm. But we still, have holidays to them, and there's still people, if you go to a baseball game and you just sit there, you don't even protest, you just sit there when the Star Spangled Banner is playing, you get old fuckers yelling at you. Mm-hmm. And it's like, dude, you have no idea. And this wasn't where I was planning on going with this conversation. So I'll just, it's the ambivalence I have with shit like Veterans Day. And again, I'm not trying to belittle people, but a lot of folks who think that they were in the Army and they were service and they were protecting our country when they were fighting a rich man's war. And I'm like, I don't feel comfortable like telling them to fuck off, but right. I'm not celebrating that shit. And
there are some. I mean, if you ask around with some veterans, there's some veterans out there that feel the same as you do.
Look at. There's a group that actually.
I know. I'm just thinking about like off the top of my head. I can think of two veterans that think exactly like you do.
Oh, okay. So if you go to again, I haven't done this plug
actually
yet.
3. I just have another one.
CoolCatsForChange.com. It's all spelled out. One of the organizations that we get action alerts from that we pass along is Veterans for Peace, and I know people in Veterans for Peace. I know.
They're awesome.
Local, right? Absolutely, and they've experienced it, and they know, right? They're like, no, fuck this shit. So
my dad was one of those. I mean, he wasn't. I don't know if that a group existed when my dad was still alive, but he was definitely one of those people.
Right. So I mean, but again, like it's not. I don't feel it's worthwhile to get the people who are still like I was in Vietnam and I protected the country. Vietnam wasn't going to do shit to us.
No.
Right? And I know Russia, China, I know, but really, look at what's happening now all over the world. Why we have 800 military bases. I'm sorry, this isn't funny. I didn't have a way to make this funny. We have 800 military bases around the world. We're retaliating against attacks in Syria. Why the fuck are we in Syria? It's about oil and natural gas. So they're not protecting us. They're protecting rich people, and so it
kind of makes me feel bad actually.
It does.
If you were doing actually something that protected us, it'd be great, but you're not.
Yeah, and I feel bad, and I have no intention of getting in their faces and say, you know what you're talking about. I'm not that guy. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to do the things I can with protests and Cool Cats for Change and to try and stop
so they won't have to do it, so they really can just do the thing that they want to do, which is protect our nation.
Here's the way to take care of our troops, not have any. That's as funny as I can get at the end.
That's the answer to everything,
so
everybody.
Look, on behalf of all of the people who got write-in votes, Salad, Mickey Mouse, Watermelon, Naomi Campbell. Oh, I missed Mr. Natal. Oh, she got a vote? Interesting.
Who?
I'll tell you after.
All right.
No, it's a local person.
Oh.
She's kind of hot.
I was just, I was going to say, I was hoping that somebody would put in, what's her name? Stormy Daniels. That would have been awesome.
No, not here. Not again, just district attorney. For other, this is all we have is district.
She'd be. I still think she'd be a better district attorney.
I'm saying she might have got written in for something else.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking maybe next time I'll write in Stormy Daniels because I love her.
Stewart got a vote for something somewhere. I can tell you Lewis Stools got a vote. All those cats.
All the people
all
we
those
vote for.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we'll be back next week with Lord Knows What. I'm hoping that Peter's going to come on sometime soon if he's done the Clone of Willie. Have you guys talked about you doing it anytime soon? Okay, I was wondering. The Clone of Pussy's still on the shelf.
I see it.
Yeah, we haven't talked about it. Y'all have Elf on a shelf, and I have Pussy on a shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not an actual pussy.
Not
a
yet.
pussy. It will be a pussy.
Hopefully.
You're hoping there's a pussy.
Yeah. Well, that's the goal. So, look, bro, someone's pussy's going on that shelf. My wife can be mad at me, but if she ain't doing it, someone's pussy.
Someone else's pussy's going on
Someone's
the shelf.
pussy, and I will take fucking applications. I don't have to be there. I'm not saying I got to be there. I'm not that creepy.
No, that would be not cool.
But it's going on my shelf. They got to know it for, I won't say the world, but their pussy's going on my shelf. On a plate stand.
Honestly.
Yes.
Plate stand.
And if I have to, I'll get a fucking spotlight to illuminate it.
Oh, yeah, illuminate it.
I'm ending there because that's a laugh.
It
Peace
was.
out.
All right, bye. The street is no place to learn about pleasure. That's why Babeland is proud to present My First Vibrator. You learn to cook on an Easy Bake Oven. You built your first house with Legos. Remember what you used for your first climax. Get Becky My First Vibrator from Babeland. My First Vibrator is a low-powered, multi-speed toy that comes in a number of popular designs, including Hello Kitty, SpongeBob, and Transformers.
It tickles.
It does tickle, Becky, and My First Vibrator comes with our own glitter lube.
Cool.
The streets is where Becky should get her first tattoo, not her first orgasm. So go to babeland.com and get Becky My First Vibrator. It comes with batteries.
I do too.